Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time. In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Honey, you are in for a rare treat today. We have special guests in our studio, 2 special guests. But first, let me just say that my sister, my ride or die, had to take a break today. She won't be with us this morning, Miss Sweet Bernice, Lady B. But in place of Lady B, the Blue Phoenix has graciously agreed to step in and hold it down with me today. So we have Louisa Harrell, aka Blue Phoenix, joining us today.
Great day, everybody. Lady B, I hope you feel better. Look, I could never take Lady B's place. I'm going to tell you that right now because she is just an amazing chocolate-loving lady. But I appreciate you allowing me to sit in her place.
No, I appreciate you. I do. Thank you for all the love and support. My friends are awesome, like I said. My Phoenixes, I'm surrounded by awesome people. And I have an awesome producer, Mr. Molly Malls, in the house with us today.
Molly Malls.
You know, he's making it do what it do in the back. But today we have a very special guest, you guys. We have joining us today, Mr. Aaron Lawson.
Ooh.
Good morning, Mr. Lawson.
Yay. How y'all doing, y'all?
So introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are and that don't know you, that's not familiar with you.
Well, I'm Aaron Lawson, but everybody who really knows me by my stage name, Howie Doolittle. It stemmed from the streets, all the way to the business side of everything with Hold On Wearing Effect Music Group, HMG Global. Now I'm embarking on filming, writing, and a lot of things in the business world under the name Aaron Lawson now with Global Square Productions.
Wow, that is wonderful. Wonderful. Usually the way we have the show set up, usually we do a spill the tea segment where we talk about what's streaming in the news and what's going on in our surrounding areas first. But we're not prepared to do that this morning. So I'm going to get it. Are we prepared to do that, Weezy?
No, the only thing I want to do is shout out Angela Bassett. Shout out Angela Bassett because she's the First, she makes Marvel history with her Oscar nomination. She is
Congratulations.
the only Marvel character that is being nominated for an Oscar. So it's really dope for her role as the mother in Wakanda.
That's
I'm sorry, in Black
interesting.
Panther, not Wakanda.
That's interesting, though.
Right.
Very interesting. Out of all the actors ever in Marvel, she's the only one getting an Oscar.
Yeah, the first and only one that has ever been nominated for a Marvel character. Hey, DJ Slick.
That's interesting.
I think that's awesome. That's fantastic. We broke the ceiling again. We doing it again. You know,
That
so
is nice.
she did a powerful
Yeah, there
role.
are other nominations, but she's the one for the Marvel. That's really interesting. Like you said, out of all the characters.
Right.
Yeah.
So y'all
Like
think
that.
it's fixed?
You said you think it's fixed.
I said, is that what y'all thinking? It's kind of
No,
fixed.
it's just interesting.
No. I would say there's a lot of people that could been awarded for Oscar awards through Marvel for their talents. Like even the villain that played Thanos, I think he really did a really good job playing Thanos.
Yeah, he did.
Samuel L. Jackson did really good especially in the Winter Soldier. There's a lot of really good actors
Yeah, it's a
for
lot of
Marvel that I would say, because I mean, not no thing on Angela Bassett. It's just I feel like I could have seen more from her. And I mean, it's good that she's getting the Oscar, but I'm like, I seen other actors do really, really great, and I'm like, why they choose her now? But that's cool. Congratulations. Yeah.
We got to take a win whenever we can get it, especially in the film industry. You know how they've been doing us for years.
Yeah. True. Like even the Lupita, like
Oh
you know,
yeah.
a lot of them really did some really good acting. So I wonder why I would like to know more into what went into her getting the Oscar. Because she got killed? I don't know. Like,
I'm not sure.
what was it?
What are the
I'm not sure.
criteria
Let me see if I can find it, but I'm not sure.
to get even elected or to get nominated? You know, so
To be in
it's a supporting actress Oscar.
Okay.
so it's a supporting role. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a little different. Than Okay.
I can dig it.
So I want to send a shout outs to her. And I also want to talk about last night at Farouk's Lounge. Okay. It was where a lot of comedians, I think it was like 18 of us there last night in rare form. I mean, we had some of the DMV's great. I was there, of course. Michelle Pucciarelli was there. The Gwen Factor was there. Miss Sin was there. G. Dr. Great was there. Spin It was there. There was like so many comedians was out that night. It was an awesome time. We had a great time. And who humbly came in and was cutting up with us and graced the place was Mr. Tony Woods. Y'all know Tony Woods.
Yeah.
He's been around for a minute, and he was cracking up. And it's funny because this is a funny story, and it's a true story. When the first day I set foot on a comedy stage, right? It was Kurt Shackelfield, Laugh Riot at the Hyatt, right? 2013, December the 23rd or the 18th of 2013, right? Tony was there, and also Whitney Cummings. Okay, when I tell people this, they be like, "Okay, Reese, you capping?" I ain't capping about none of this, right? That day, I was around doing other shows in the area, so I already had a little draw. If I tell you that no less than 20 people was there that came out just to see me, I would be lying. It was a rack of people came out to see me and support, from my co-workers, to my relatives, to my friends. You know, so it was a rack of people there. Like I said, we was in that deep. And that was my first time going on stage like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was Whitney Cummings, some other people. Y'all can go back and watch it yourself. It's on Vimeo, you know, if it's still
Okay.
up there. And it's on YouTube, that particular event that year. When I say we killed it, it was like it was such a good time. Whitney Cummings is now a millionaire. And that night, Tony said, "Girl, you're funny." He said, "Stay with it." He said, "Reese, I'm telling you, don't give it up." He said, "You funny." Tony always be talking shit and all that stuff. You know, he was like, "You funny." He was just saying, "I see something in you." And
Oh, that's cool.
it was before Tony was already famous. You know, it was
Right.
like me and Whitney Cummings, we was coming up. And Whitney Cummings, I don't know, she's a Caucasian lady. She's behind Two Broke Girls. She writes and everything. Now she's in Hollywood.
Okay.
For herself, she's a millionaire now. You know, and when I tell people the story, they was like, "You don't know them people. You don't know." That's one of the true truths.
Why
I ain't
would
never
they
met
make
them
you
fellas.
lying?
I'm
Well,
not
who
joking.
makes stuff up like that?
You know, people say comedians that we always capping.
Oh
But
yeah.
you know, people because they don't believe you know who you know until they see it. Oh, you really do that. Oh, you really do know this. Oh, that really is this. That really is that. Good morning, Island. And that's how it is. And I want to say a happy birthday shout out to my little cousin Sequoia Williams, aka Alan's wife. Happy birthday to her, to my little queen. Yes. She doing her doggone thing. Made it to another year. That's blessings upon blessings.
Yes, happy
Congratulations.
birthday.
Last
Happy
night was an
birthday.
epic night, though. We had a real good time at Farouk's Lounge in Virginia. I'm not sure what part of Virginia. Michelle got to tell you that tomorrow when she come onto the show because I'm pretty sure she gonna talk about it. So it was like that. So and I did a good job, y'all. I represent. I did. I did.
Of course you did.
Y'all would have been like, that's my
Alan, don't
word.
come on. Hold on, Alan, don't come on here starting no mess now.
Ah,
What he
don't do
say?
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Talking about take my jersey off.
Oh, not
I,
from a
I
guess.
I was rooting for your team though. That's how you feel, Alan? That's it. That's messed up. I was rooting for the 49ers against the Cowboys, and you still hating on the skin. That's messed up, man.
Okay, I had to get that little tidbit out the way. You know, and tonight is Taco Tuesdays, tequila and tomfoolery down at Bar 210. So come on out. We're gonna do the improv tonight. Now, back to our scheduled programming. Now we get to the interview with Mr. Lawson.
Yeah,
Mr. Lawson,
I'm ready for it.
how did
It's
you get into what you got into? I know you said you started off as a rap in the music industry.
well, I started off literally writing R&B
Mm,
for various singers. But the issue was when I first started, I could write for a singer, but they would only be in the booth. And I couldn't get them to go outside of just singing in the studio. So I ran back into my little cousin Harold Wayne, who's a phenomenal rapper, got music. He actually just dropped the single the other day. Definitely check him out on all streaming services. Harold Wayne, HEIRO dash Wayne,
okay.
WAYNE. Check him out. He just dropped a single called I want to believe it's called Too Distant. Yeah, that's the name of it. Check him out. So I ran into him and I ran into an old friend of mine by the name of OG Buck. We formed a group called For the Truth. Next thing you know, I ran into Black Diamond because I was searching around looking for a female rapper. And I already had Kissy Face, who was the co-founder of For the Truth and HMG.
Oh,
And we formed a rap group called For the Truth. Next thing you know, I just started managing artists and writing scripts for music videos. And I've always been told that my music videos were like movies because I grew up in that Michael Jackson era. So every time we did a music video, I had like a script to it or whatever. So it went from me doing that to actually getting a role in a movie called Renegade that's actually out on YouTube right now. That
My
was
friend, Malachi, my
yes,
friend did
yeah,
that.
Malachi,
Yeah.
Chris Malachi Thompson. He wrote the. I used to work with him at the Washington Post. I mean, not the Washington Post. Oh my goodness, I did used to work there, but I was working at Metro Access with him, and he came to me like he had a role in the movie. He wanted me to play a guy named Shaka, and I sent that script actually to Earl Wayne again, and he ended up getting a role in the movie more bigger than the role I played.
That's
But
how that's how it be.
but it's crazy because what happened, I saw how he did his movie, and I was like, well, I know videographers, that's dope. Maybe I can do the same thing. And the character he actually had me play in his movie, I asked him, was he planning on doing anything else with that character? Because he actually killed me in his movie.
Yes.
Got me clean in the head in his movie.
You sure did. It was flat on the ground.
So, but the thing was that I liked the fact that he had me playing like the boss at the head of a table. I'm like, what about my character made me be the guy that's at the head of the table at this pinnacle board and everything? So I was like, I want to know a little bit more about it. So I asked him, did he have a problem with me doing a prequel? Whereas though I had my oldest son who favors me play me 20 years in the future. I mean, 20 years in the past. And that's where Rise of the Golden Goons came from.
Rise of the Golden Goons. And and Malachi, he's a phenomenal actor himself. We did a couple of projects together, and it's so funny because you can go on YouTube and see me and Malachi in the trailer for Road Trip. If anybody remember that, he's the one flexing at the gas station.
Yeah, the gas station. Yeah. I remember that. It's a short film, Road Trip. Yeah, I remember that.
And we had some PSA announcements and stuff together. The producer was Diamond Sun Pond. That's my African queen. That's my connection over to the motherland. Liberia, Nigeria queen, Miss Diamond Sun Pond. We did work, that phenomenal director as well. Maybe you and her could pair up. You never know.
Hold on. Let me read Alan. He's so crazy. He said, I need to be in the movie. I'm the full package. Looks well moisturized. I know big words.
What are you talking about?
He said he needs to be in a movie. He's the full package.
He the full, okay. See, look, I'm trying to
be moisturized and no big words.
look, cuz you got wait your turn. So
no, but the thing is, Howie, I was just ready to ask him because he always tries to incorporate or he reaches out to people that are within the DC metro area. He accidentally took himself out of here. But he reaches out to those in the DC metro area and gives them the opportunity to act. And also because I have I'm in a production company. I have a production company as well with Telemade Rock and GMO. And so we kind of collab on things. And Aaron, his production company, Global Square, has given so many people opportunities. I've actually been in a few of his movies. And you too, you've been in a movie. Which one will be coming out? He said he was in 2 movies when he was 16. We need to see those movies, Alan. But the movie coming out this Saturday called Bummer will be showing at the old Greenbelt Theater at 12 o'clock. You guys, if there's any more tickets left, get your tickets. We can put the link in the thing, or you can reach out to Aaron, myself, or Reese and get a ticket. But that movie is actually one of the films that I have played in that Aaron has written and directed. and it's another film that he has done that I've been in. So I've been in two of his films.
And
And
I got big plans for Blue Phoenix for some other films as well. Some comedy and some she actually came to me, was like, I want to play something completely out of my element. And I came up with this crazy movie for her that I
yeah, and
can't.
it's so funny because it's supposed to be you and Rock collabing because we all work together, we know each other, and like I was telling them before when you asked him to left out that you give those in the DMV area a lot of opportunity. You put it out there and try to give folks something to do. And you
Yeah,
usually are pretty good with your picking, your choosing. They everything usually turns out really well.
yeah. I definitely gotta give myself a pat on the back with my casting abilities. How I see things in people that they don't see in themselves is crazy. I don't know if it's a God given gift or what it is, but I can see things in people and they be like, me act, no, no, and then they get behind that camera and it's like, wow, this your first time you playing with me, you know. But believe it or not, you would never believe the fact that I get turned down by so many people that don't want to act. And I hit them up. I'd be like, "You ever thought about acting?" They'd be like, "No." And then have attitudes and everything, man. Or say they're gonna do something with me and then don't show up the day of the shoot. And I've been through hell and high water, but every time I had to replace a main character in a film, the next person was 10 times better.
Wow.
10 times better.
That happened when we did when we shot our scene at Bummer. Misha was with me,
Mhm.
Weezy, and oh, by the way, Mr. Lawson, she will be attending. I kind of said, come on, Grilda. So she went out and asked again, and so somebody agreed. So she'll be available for those few hours this coming Saturday. So
Oh,
she
we got you, Alan. We got you. We gonna hook
You
you up.
gotta come in the area, Alan William. You gotta come in the area. You all out of town, hating on my team. You know, can't get in the movie. You out of town in Atlanta, I think
Talking
you
about he the original Terrence Howard.
Oh God.
is. I'm gonna do a Hustle and Flow Part 2, DC
Oh
version.
goodness.
Yeah,
So
man.
so tell us the inspiration behind Bummer and why that was your next film to put out.
It's funny. To be honest, I really don't know where the concept came from. To be honest, I just was like, I try to come up with witty titles or witty concepts. So I came up with the concept "bum her," like a double entendre with the words being together, like bummer, like it's a bummer like that. And I just kind of ran with it. So the way I come up with movies and how I complete them, I come up with a beginning, I come up with an end, and then I fill in the middle. So if I know how I want the story to start, and how I know how I want it to end, it makes the rest pretty much like I just fill in the blanks. And for me, I've always been kind of like even in relationships, I see things from a guy's perspective, I see things from a girl's perspective. So it's like almost like how Martin plays multiple characters or Eddie Murphy play multiple characters. That's kind of how I am when I write a script. So it's like I'll say something and I'm like, how did this person respond? And how did this person respond? How so that's basically I just play off that until I'm finished. It's weird. But for Bummer, I came into a situation where I needed to do something that wasn't too expensive to do And love stories are inexpensive if you got locations and everything. And so when it came time for me to, because my whole goal was to knock out 10 movies by 2025. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it at this point because budget got behind a little bit. But hey, I still got time. It's only 2023, so we'll see. And I already got four movies in the already at film, and just need to be edited. And I got 8 movies already scripted. So we'll see.
Okay. Wow. So how long did it take you to shoot Bummer? Was that a long process, or were you able to?
No, to be honest, it only took us 2 months. We started in July. We was done before August was over with.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all. And surprisingly, it was an 81-page script. And it turned out to be a 2-hour and 40-minute film, which technically by rule, 1 page is supposed to equal 1 minute. So when he was like, "Yo, this movie is 2 hours," and so I'm like, "How?" If you do the math, 81 pages, that's only 81 minutes. It's like an hour and
21 minutes. Mm.
So I was like, how did we do this? But I like I was telling Reese earlier, we took out as much as we could without destroying the story. And it's still, and the pacing and everything is going, you're going to watch the movie and be so glued in that you're not even going to realize that you've been watching it for that long. It's just the story itself is a very unique love story with so many twists and turns. And to be honest, when I wrote the script, I was like, well, this is going to be just something, funny, just to get out type movie. But the actors really brought those characters to life. The female that plays Jaleesa Church, oh my God.
Oh, she is so good.
Oh my God. Her name is Lanika Paget. I met her back in 2015, me just being a host for nightclubs. And I met her, and my first thing about her that caught my eye was that she reminded me of a young Jada Pinkett before the entanglement mess. So I've been initially, like I said, back then I still was like scouting people for some reason. And this was before I even started doing movies. So next thing you know, I hit her. I kept seeing like she do little TikToks or she do little segments on her IG. I was like, man, this girl can do some act. I gotta see. And she kept saying, no, I'm nervous and I'm camera shy and I'm not this. And I just kept pressing on her. So originally, she was supposed to do a small role for a film that I still need to write, whodunit film. She was supposed to just play the niece of the main character, something small. But I put that movie to the side. I was like, nah, let me write this. For some reason, Bummer was like already in my head, way more better put together. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna do Bummer first. And then I hit her up because she already agreed to do the smaller role first. I was like, well, I wrote this other movie and you're the star. And she was like, huh? You said small role. So she was nervous as heck. But when she got that camera in front of her, you would not have known.
And I think too, the cast helped too. The
The
cast
table
really
read.
was a really great cast. It was the chemistry was there. We had fun, so I think that helped a lot too. And she's such a sweetheart. She just had me cracking up. She's so sweet. So I think the cast, the way you pick the cast, and then all of us together, who we are, our personalities, characteristics are just really dope together. So I think that helped a lot.
And it was funny in Rise and Go to Goose, I did not do a table read, none of that, right? So when I did the film Let Go, the two ladies from that was like, we gonna do table reads and this, that, and the other. And I was kind of like, we don't need to do no table read because I never did it before, right? But with them opening that door, it helped me understand the purpose of table read. And you're right. When we did the table read at the house, everybody got a chance to actually come together and feel each other. Because she was worried that, she was like, the script, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, do this, that, and the other. She just had all these different anxiety issues with it. And I think one of my niches to being a good director and writer is I never really want people to try to talk like me.
Mm.
I give all actors freedom to still be them on screen. So it doesn't put that pressure of having to be mirroring line for line and robotic. You ever see movies where people look like they're trying to remember or say something that really
They don't put their own personality, their own
yeah,
twist on it. Yeah.
yeah. So my cameraman, he doesn't like that a lot. Shorty, he's not a big fan of the improv because he said when he has to do the editing, it they don't say the same thing twice, or if he using multiple camera angles, it makes it a little difficult if they don't remember what they said before. But in my experience so far, I love it because it really brings out the personalities. It really brings out the actual person playing the role of the character, and that's one of the things I was talking to Lanika about also yesterday. And I was talking to her. I was like, she real live became Jaleesa Church, and that's one of the things with any acting. You gotta stop being who you are and become the character. And one of the main things I always stress is read the whole script. That will help you understand and that will help you identify with the mood of the whole movie. You can't come into a movie that's upbeat and you down. Or
Mm-hmm.
you can't come into a movie there where it's a sad moment and you're all happy go lucky, and it's like, why
Right.
is this person acting like that? So you gotta read the script. You gotta become one with the script. You almost gotta know what everybody
Other
else
people's lines are, yeah.
Exactly.
because that helps everything. You know, somebody came to me asking me would I do plays. I say no, no, no. I love the idea of being able to say cut, redo it. I definitely understand the stress that play writers go through, directors, and why they be cussing and ready to throw everybody off the stage. Because that's a lot of pressure that live in front of everybody, and you have to have all your lines down packed, and you make a mistake and fumble up, you can throw everybody off. That's a whole lot of pressure. I love the fact that if somebody mess up or don't do it right or don't deliver, we can just say cut, redo it. I love it. I
And
love
Right.
it.
You don't have to have it right
and
there.
you
And theater is really dope. I like theater.
Mhm.
But you do get a little more leeway with film. And Alan is so crazy. He talking about some. He said that's how I get out of tickets. I turn into someone else when I get pulled over. I turn into Peter Samuelson. Good day, officer. He is so crazy.
Well, in the comedic world, I'm going to say this: what Mr. Lawson is talking about, we have the same problem in the comedic world. Media comedians versus on stage comedians. You know, there was
Mhm.
a debate or debacle about that. Like when you're performing on stage, how much harder it is when you're doing a TikTok. Because when you're doing
Mhm.
your TikToks and stuff, you get to edit yourself and go over and over again. But when you out in front of that mic, in front of your live audience, Mr. Lawson is right. You can't say, cut, let me do that joke over, or let me tell it a different way. No, and the
Mhm.
people are so judgmental. They critical. They
I
judge.
feel bad for comedians. I really do feel bad for you guys. It's almost in today's world, if you literally don't make milk come out people's nose, they wasn't all that funny. I'd be like, wow. Y'all
That's
is
because
so
people don't like to
critical.
think. Some comedians are those that you really have to have an awareness of what's going on so you can link what they're talking about. Because I go to comedy shows and I'm cracking up because I understand what they're trying to say. Some people are like, "Oh, that wasn't funny," and it was funny, but people
Yeah,
are
they just don't
lazy.
get it or they don't identify with it.
Right.
Like I was another actor that's in the movie Bummer, DC Bars. I was talking to him about how why so many macho guys don't like Kevin Hart. And I was breaking it down to him. I'm like, think about it. Martin Lawrence, he would fight you, even though he was a little dude, he was feisty fighter type guy. Eddie Murphy say I'll punch in the lip, da da da. Kevin Hart is like, oh, don't fight me. You know, like he plays like the wimp comedian. So a lot of macho guys is not like they like this dude. He a sucker. Like I don't identify with that. So I notice a lot of like really macho hardcore guys can't stand Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart is funny as hell to me. And
Yeah.
I'm a man's man, but he's funny because I understand both sides. I understand, that his type of style. Everything ain't gotta be macho man when it comes to certain comedians. Even who was another one? If you think about it, all the comedians were tough guys. Maybe not other than maybe Chris Rock, of course.
Oh, right. Chris Rock. Yeah.
Richard
But
Pryor wasn't a tough guy. Paul Mooney wasn't a tough guy.
Nah, Paul Mooney will cuss you out.
Paul Mooney was
Paul Mooney
hilarious.
definitely was
That's
a
my
tough guy.
favorite. That's my goat.
Tough guy. That's my goal. He was a tough guy, and he wrote for a lot of the goat. Eddie wrote for Richard
Richard.
Pryor. He wrote for a lot of Red Fox and some more. They
Yeah.
kept him under wraps, but nah. Paul Mooney definitely tell you he'll bust you up. He's like, I wish you would come mess with me. I
How
got
he
something
hold that
to say.
microphone and be like, no, 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 no.
Even Bernie Mac, he was tough. Yeah, Steve Harvey, tough. Red Fox, tough. All of them was real macho, tough guys. You really think about it. Kevin Hart was like the only. Even Cat Williams is like,
Yeah, Cat Williams kind of like a little mix of both, though.
yeah, but
I
he
like
more
that.
pimpish and talking about, yeah, I wish you would mess with me. He will he'll give you that too. But Kevin Hart is like, no, 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 I don't want to fight.
Right.
It's like so. And man, he and Deez was like, and you know what? I never put it in perspective like that, but you might be right. That's why certain folks can't get with Kevin Hart.
I can get with
It's
him
all
on.
about perception and understanding, and that's another thing about movies is what you want the world to see. Like people who's photographers and people who are artists and sculptors and everything. Your craft or your passion, you're trying to show the world how you view it. You're trying to show your perception of beauty. And not everybody agrees with your perception. That's just like with film and rap artists or poetry or comedians. not everybody has the same viewpoint that you are, but you're putting your views and your perception out there for the world to see. And some people accept it, some people can't. And you're taking a risk by doing so. But I say that no matter what, take that risk because somebody's gonna like it.
Take that
I,
risk.
I love the way you think, Louisa. I mean, Blue Phoenix. I love it. I love it.
She's just so open-minded. So,
Right. And that's
Mr.
rare. That's
Thank
very
you.
rare today.
So, Mr. Lawson, what is it that you want us to take home from this movie, Bummer? What is it that you want us to come away with? What's the takeaway?
Okay, so Bummer, it actually goes into mental health. It stresses on family aspects, being 100% honest with your family, not trying to live up to a certain standard that your family may have put this weight on your shoulders.
Expectations.
But it also goes into how somebody can be on top of the world one minute and homeless the next, and actually finding love beyond just finances and money and stuff like that. It really touches on a lot of things. This movie gonna have you laugh. It may have you cry.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna have you angry.
Yeah.
Like all these emotions you're gonna have watching this film. One minute you're gonna be angry, next minute you're gonna be laughing, next minute you're gonna be ready to cry. You're gonna feel for people in this movie. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness, if that was me. And that's one of the things I like to do with movies. Like I want people when they watch a movie, like, if that was me, what would I do? And that's kind of how I write.
Right.
I like that. I like that. You write to be able to place people where you're thinking, and that's how I
Mhm.
write too. Because I do poetry. I also write too, and so I like to read where I can implant myself in that story. And so
Mhm.
I like the fact that you actually do your films or you do whatever you do to implant folks in your vision. And also another thing that's in the movie is trust.
Yep.
They
Yep.
have to that Bummer has a lot of situations where you have to trust the other person, and of course you don't know how to do it. You guys need to see it. You need to see
Yeah,
it. It's a
I'm
lot of
telling you, the
movies
movie
that you
itself is
can
gonna go down as it's really gonna be a classic film for a long, 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 long time. And it's crazy because I have a meeting today with a distributor and I have a meeting tomorrow with a distributor. I'm going for the one that gives us the most exposure to the rest of the world because I want this movie to be seen on so many platforms that they're gonna be sick of Bummer by the time I'm done with it.
Okay, kudos. And I do thank you for the opportunity because by you doing your film, you open up the doors for other actors and writers as such as myself. People don't know other than being a personality on a podcast or stand-up comedian that I'm a serious writer. When I say serious, I write more than jokes. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm a serious writer too, and a fellow thespian. So that
Yes, yes.
but people don't, and they don't they don't see that part of me, or they don't believe, and that gets give me a chance to shine in a different area where you may not see me, or say I didn't know Reese did that. I wouldn't believe, or whatever, yada yada yada. And I be telling people, pick up my book, read the book, read Shades of
See,
Blue.
they can't separate Reese from Althea. They can't separate the pulling the cheeseburger and French fries out the bra from
right.
from book writer. You know what I mean? So they just see jokes and not the seriousness. And that happens in a lot of us. Like even with me, um, I'm labeled a weirdo, whatever the case may be. Which to me, I learned that means you just think outside the box. You're different.
Exactly.
And I embrace my weirdness because even my sons are different, and we embrace it, and it actually helps me to see things in the world totally different than just being in a box and stuck one way. And it took me a long time to find my purpose. Be 45 in October, and I'm just now finding something that I really, really love and really, really enjoy. I always had an entrepreneurial mindset. I just didn't know what I wanted to do that I loved the most. Like I love music. I love writing music. Um, but this movie thing is just a whole nother feeling, man. I love giving people opportunities. I love the fact that the person can take something I put on paper and become that character and bring it to life. I just it's just something about being being a guy that's in front of the camera and helping people get seen. I love it.
It's like you're birthing them over again. It's like this is your baby, and they're giving birth to your baby, and you're in the
Mhm.
delivery room with us saying, "Push, push," and we go, "He, he." He said, "Push, come on, push that line out, Louisa. Push that line out." And she like, that's what it's like because I'll go back to Misha. Misha was just there, and how we said, Misha, and she was like, "What?" He said, "Can I use you?" She was like very against it, but when she got into it, it was like, "Girl, if you don't go somewhere,
Right, right.
I'm ready to
She
backhand her." I was like,
she killed it.
"Mister, thank you, thank you." I'm not lying.
She
She don't believe
killed
it.
it.
She was like, "Oh, whatever." Because she
She
didn't know
killed
that.
it. She killed it. Her and my man Pedro the Prez, they
Oh
had their
yeah.
little scene, man. It was hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, the scene Reese in. Oh my God. Hilarious. Oh my God. And then Blue Phoenix playing Jenny. This was the
Yo,
cornerstone of the whole movie.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
Jenny on the block.
I don't know how and I don't know why I called that man's name the way that I did. But I could not stop saying Dalvin. I was like, Dalvin. But I
Hey,
had so much
that set
fun.
it off. Everybody like, I want my dime.
Right. I was like, well, it's my Dalvin. Yeah, I can't have but see, this is how you get it. You have to get into character. And like Aaron said, it's important to read the script because how do you know how your character should come off if you don't
Mhm.
read the script? And so
Exactly.
I love acting. I love acting with working with Aaron. I like working with Rock. I just like doing these things because like you said, it's part of your character, who you are. And I say all the time that people who are normal are the weirdos. We
Hmm.
run the world. The weirdos
All of
run the
us.
world. That's the
Yep.
normal thing. Those who
Yep.
can't tap into the weird part of themselves have problems.
Oh
Seriously.
man, the scene with you and Mika going at it over on the couch, and she talking about I'm appalled. She talking about so you say why you appalled? She said you ain't had no man, baby. I say oh my God, you was like Mika. It was, oh man, y'all have to. I'm telling you, you don't have tickets. Go on Eventbrite. Search Bum Her Bumher and and purchase the tickets. They almost sold out. Go right on there. Do what you got to do to get these tickets. I cannot guarantee at the door tickets. It's 35 at the door, 25 right now. Get your tickets. Get there on time a little bit earlier. That way you can meet some of the cast, get some of these pictures in.
Yep, we're
Red
going to be
carpet,
giving pictures out with our John
autograph.
Hancock on it and all that good stuff. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice.
We gonna have a great time. I wish I knew a spot that can hold all 100 something people at the theater. We can go eat afterwards or something. But I was like, damn, do I want to say like let's go to Golden Corral or something after the
Look,
fact or something? I don't know. They might be like, man, y'all is too many of y'all. I don't know. But I want to do something. I wish I had the funds to just like rent out like a warehouse and we had food catered or something. I don't know. Maybe next film or something
yeah,
like
it
that.
happened. It happened.
But I love to break bread with everybody as much as possible. But we are definitely gonna have a really good time. Like I said, this movie is totally different than any other movie you've ever seen. And that's one of the things that I try to do, even with titles of films. I even Google, like is another movie named like this or something like that, just to be totally different.
Wow. Weezy, can we read some of the comments? Are you able to read?
Yeah, let me get
You
into
guys
it.
look from a different screen than I think I look.
Most of the DJ Slee, of course, he's like, "What it do, Pete?" She said, "Congratulations." I was laughing at Molly earlier. He talking about her supporting Royal wasn't good, but he'll take it. Talking about Angela Bassett. Let's
No,
see.
Who's
Molly
Molly Robinson?
Rose, Alan.
that's our producer, the
Hmm.
super
Oh,
producer.
her supporting role wasn't that good, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's what I saw. She talking about the
Angela,
I can't think of her name.
Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett. Yeah. But I
Let's see.
get
Hold on. And it was mainly Alan. He was saying, he said
Cast him.
he's been in several plays. No, he said he was in 2 movies when he
when
was
he was
16.
16.
He also said, "You're a man of many hats. A. Lawson is a dope cat, making a lot of dope movies in music, film, and man of the culture." And he was like, "I need to be in a movie. I'm the full package. Looks well moisturized. I know big words." He said, "You're a solid dude, great businessman." Also, he said, I've been in several plays as cousin. I was a music and theater geek. He's been in marching band, concert band, playwriting, theater. He's well trained, so y'all Bammers. He told we better put him in a damn movie. Original Terrence Howard. He said, because I've known me all my life, I'm an entertainer. He also said he wants to do a movie he's been working on called Crank with a K. It's about a teenager growing up in the 90s/crack era who gets caught up in the street but changes his life through playing go-go. That's dope. Let's see. He said, when we were talking about the comedy and laughing, he said that's because Bammers nowadays don't want to laugh. It's a sense of vulnerability for those fake thugs. He also said he doesn't like Kevin Hart in movies, but he loves his stand-up. He likes his stand-up. And then Kenneth Clark said filmmaking, content creators is awesome.
Thank you. And see, that's funny. Alice said that about Kevin Hart, where a lot of people be like, I can watch him in movie, but don't like him in stand
Yeah.
up. So either it's one or the other when it comes to Kevin Hart. But I like both. It depends on the role.
Yeah, I do too. He always made me laugh because he's so animated, and that's another way that he bring his characters to life. Not just what his voice is funny. He got a funny voice, and like the Gwen factor. Like Gwen voice is funny. That's what make a lot of her stuff funny. And if you could be animated at the same time,
Mhm.
that's natural funny.
And
But
that's
he,
what made Martin so funny.
yeah.
The animated part of him. I just love Martin dance.
Oh yeah,
Martin is
pocket knife.
crazy.
Do the pocket knife. Do the pocket.
Man, Martin used to kill me, man. I could just laugh at him doing that dance as Jerome or any one of them characters, man. I'd be like, oh my
Look, I
God.
got a quiz real quick. Since you love movie, you love Martin. How many characters did Martin play?
And what? In the
Oh,
TV
Martin.
show or
Oh,
overall?
Martin. Oh no, Martin on the TV show Martin.
I think it was 13.
Nope.
Nope. It
No,
wasn't.
he played himself. He played um
Jerome,
Jerome. He played the karate
Otis.
dude. He played the Otis. He played Shanae. That's 5 right there. He
Mhm.
played
He played
his
the
mama. That's 6.
white boy Bob at
Yep,
Gene's
that's
job.
7. You said who?
And,
White
and
boy Bob.
Tito,
And who else you said after that?
And he also played "Don't You Know No Good," the Black Elvis dude.
Oh
He played.
yeah, and the pimp. Wasn't he a pimp at one point? No, that was Jerome. So that's
Nah,
that's
like
that's
8 right
Jerome.
there. That's
He
like
don't
8
forget
right
played. He
there.
played.
Roscoe.
He played
Oh,
Kingpin.
Roscoe.
Roscoe. That's 10.
That's 9.
That's
That's
10.
not.
That's 9. Cause the pimp was Jerome.
No. You forgot King Beef.
We don't count Martin character. We
Oh,
count
okay.
him, his mother. It's
Other
not.
characters. Oh
You
yeah,
said
then his
King.
mother. That make 10 right there.
Yeah, that's 9.
No, we counted them over. It's not.
You did the
Yeah, it's
mother
9.
already.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
already counted his mother.
So it's 9. Is the right answer?
9 is the right answer. And if you include Martin, his character, that would be 10. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about with the people he played, the other
Hmm.
people.
Okay.
Who else?
So,
Who did we
Okay.
miss?
that was it.
Oh, okay.
He said it's 9 of
That's
He
it.
was busy, boy.
them. I love me some Martin Lawrence. I really want to meet him. I met my favorite rapper, Scarface. I would
Oh,
love to
really?
meet Martin Lawrence. Yeah. I met Scarface some years back when he dropped his Deeply Rooted album. Thanks to 20 Bello, who
Oh,
brought
that's
him out
dope.
to DMV, and I got to meet him. And
Is
had
that
him.
the guy to do Bello Burn?
20
Yeah.
Bello, yeah,
20.
with Bello
20.
Burner, yeah. He brought he had a meet and greet show with Scarface, and I got to meet in my goat. That's
That's
my
cool.
favorite rapper of all
Wow.
time. Hmm. And I would love to meet Martin Lawrence. I wouldn't mind meeting Eddie Murphy too.
Right.
Um, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Some of them. Um, Before Paul Mooney died, I would have loved to.
I really wanted to meet.
Comedy
I wanted
Club
to
in
meet him so
Baltimore.
bad.
Comedy Factory in Baltimore. Before he died. Before the COVID set in good.
Yeah, I really wanted to meet him. Of all people, I wanted to meet him.
I met
Yeah.
all of them people that y'all talking about.
White comedian, I would love to meet Adam Sandler
Oh yes,
and Ben
and Jim
Stiller.
Carrey.
And Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah.
And now I like
We
Paul
want to meet
Rudd too.
everybody.
Yeah, Paul Rudd is crazy.
I love Paul Rudd. He made Ant-Man one of the best for me for Marvel. I love that. I love that character. Yeah.
I like Vince Vaughn. I guess I'm like the older.
Oh yeah, I like Vince
Vince
Vaughn
Vaughn.
too.
I like Vince
Yeah.
Vaughn.
He's just
and
goofy.
Jim,
He's so
of course,
goofy.
Jim Carrey. For white Gary
Yeah.
Owen. For the there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of them.
Well, as the time winds down, make sure you tell everybody how to reach out to you, all your social media, how to get tickets for Bummer, how to inquire of possibly being in a film. Also, what do you want to leave to the world? What advice or what would you tell someone who's trying to do what you're doing?
Okay, I'm gonna start with the last thing she said. If you really serious about getting into filming or being a writer, director, because what was told to me is it's a billions and billions of scripts being written. You have to really invest in yourself and do it on your own in order to really get recognized. He said just writing scripts and submitting them is like playing a lottery. And this was from a guy that I met in California named T. Thomas Walton. He's done movies under Lionsgate. You can check him out on Instagram. White guy. I met him backstage of a show that we did at the Blind Wino with DC Flies. And I talked to him, and he was like, "You're just gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to get some money together and do it yourself." So I'm gonna let you guys know: do not get into this game without willing to take a loss. You're going to have to spend lots and lots and lots of your own money if you trying to be a director of your own films. You're gonna at least have to take. I mean, I started off with 10,000. I had got some money from an old job. They gave me some type of, severance type pay type thing, and instead of me just buying a car or doing something stupid with it, I hit up a camera guy of mine. I say, I got this much money. You trying to shoot this film? He said, yeah. And rest is history. I did Rise of the Golden Goons. The reason why I dropped other type films like horror and love stories and stuff like that, due to the fact I did not want to be labeled a hood film guy. I didn't want to be put in the box of, oh, this is another black guy making a hood movie, another crime drama. Oh, okay. We've seen millions of those. So I didn't want to be put in that box. So that's why if you look at my catalog, I have, as of right now, I have love stories, I have crime dramas, I have horror, I have thrillers, I have comedies coming. I even have whodunits coming. So that was one of the things. But for people that's trying to get into this, again, like I said, you just gotta be willing to take an L and invest in yourself. So for the later parts, I'm Aaron Lawson, also known as Howie Doolittle. You want to reach me via IG at 4THA Truth. You can reach me on Facebook under my name, Aaron Lawson. What else you asked me? How to find the movie premiere red carpet. You go on Eventbrite. You can either type in my hashtag my name, or you can just type in bum her under Eventbrite. It'll come up. Old Greenbelt Theater is where it's at, not at Beltsville Mall, at the Old Greenbelt Theater. A lot of people is getting that confused. Beltsville is not the one at the mall. It's not the AMC Theater. It's the Old Greenbelt Theater. If you put that in your GPS, you cannot go wrong. Tickets are $25 online right now. If you wait till you get to the door, there's a really, really big possibility it will be sold out. I suggest you get your tickets now. And for people that's really interested and want to know what the movie's about, I suggest you come on out and see it. You're going to see Reese. You're going to see Blue Phoenix. You're going to see me. You're going to see Lanika Paget. You're going to see DZ Bars. You're going to see Trippy Tide. You're going to see Bruce Morris, who plays Dalvin. You're going to see so many familiar faces throughout the DMV doing major, major big things. This thing is bigger than me. It's for the DMV and the rest of the world. I think that's it.
All righty. That concludes our show, Louisa. This is what Molly usually say. You want to leave them with some positive energy? Molly Mall, you going to come in? Are you able to come in? He's probably working another show. He do so much.
Oh, there you
go.
What it do, y'all? Nah, I'm in here writing down notes. You know, I'm writing movies
Right.
and scripts. I'm like, okay, I'm putting my notes down, man. I'd like to meet you, off air one day. I talked to Reese. We're gonna see how we can link up. But yeah, everything you doing is what I'm working towards. So, You know, you
Yeah,
gave me a
man.
couple of hints. I just gotta put my own money into it. You know, I got
Yeah, that's basically
Invest in yourself always.
you got, and like I say, a lot of people get afraid of taking L's financially. You cannot be afraid to take an L. You got to get with some good people, quality people, humble people, and go right into it, man. Like I
yeah,
say, I wouldn't have been able to do none of this stuff without a team full of really, really good people that believed in my vision and went forward, went through with it. I went through so many ups and downs, yo. Like I say, during the day of filming, the time of filming, people not showing up.
yeah,
Me
that's
having to find people at the last minute, stuff like that. Like it's very stressful. You just gotta, keep a calm head, and God gonna make it work out for you. You know what I mean? Like I got all my hay. I don't stress.
right. I'm getting it.
I don't
Look,
stress, man.
I did a few. I've been on
Yeah,
movie
I
sets.
make it do what it do, man.
I
But
helped
like I
out.
said,
I
you gonna
just helped
definitely
out.
take an L. You definitely gonna take some L's. It ain't gonna always go smooth as you think. But just keep pressing forward and do what you gotta do. Take it one day at a time and get it out the way. The first
Yeah,
step is just gathering your money and getting your team together, and the rest is history.
yeah, because I do all the film and I edit myself. You know, I done
Okay.
help shoot movies. I got paid to shoot movies, but now I'm at the point like I'm tired of just shooting people crazy ideas. I got some ideas that's crazy. I want to shoot myself. You know,
Mhm.
my hard part is finding the actors. You know, like certain
Mhm.
roles. You know, so mine's the flip side. I'm the cameraman. You know, so it's just like who trying to get in this movie. You know, who trying to do this and do that. People be with it, but then when you set the dates, they be like, I gotta work. Everybody got to work, you know. So it's just like finding people that got the time to do it and actually good at what we're
That's
trying to
actually
do.
serious about it too. That's
Yeah.
another thing. You gotta find people that's serious. So for me, what helped me, because I was already I ain't gonna say, I don't want to pat myself on the back or sound like I'm boasting,
Good.
but I feel like I was well known and well diverse in the DMV scene. Well, on the music side, so I knew a lot of, like, starting off. I really just went and attacked, almost like how like a Quincy Jones did with
We
Will
are the
Smith
world.
or whatever, by going after rappers or so forth. So that's basically what I did. I kind of like went after my serious rappers and singers throughout the DMV, because I know they already know the business and the entertainment
That makes
field
sense.
and the understanding of what it takes to be in music videos and stuff, being behind in front of the camera, having energy and all these things. So me being a host for doing shows with rappers and singers, already knew who kind of like who had the it factors and stuff like that. So I just built off those relationships and went to them like, yo, I got this role. I'm doing XYZ. You trying to be a part of it? I ain't got a whole lot of money. I can't give it to you up front. Fuck with me. I got you on the back end, and
Okay.
so far so good.
Okay. Well, he's gonna make it happen, man. He gonna
And
ice
like I
cube
s-
you.
and the key thing is just having those relationships. If you don't already have those key relationships with people, it's going to be a little bit more tougher. But the fact that I've had really good business relationships with a lot of people. I I I really live myself on not being a fuck boy and not really doing people wrong. I've been wrong, and I wanted
Mhm.
to do people wrong,
Yeah.
but I just now I can't sleep well at night like that. So I try to do people right, and it's worked for me.
Okay. Well, we're gonna talk. Reese Ray Gray show. Louise, appreciate you for tuning in for Lady B today,
Oh,
guys.
thank
Great
you.
show as
Thank you.
always.
Yeah, man, I like this show, man. I really, to be honest, I've been sleeping on it, but I'm about to start watching. I'm gonna have to go back and start watching a lot more of the show, man.
Hey,
I've been sleeping
Nene.
on it. Well, one, I be sleeping this time. I'm not an early bird at all. Ow.
I'm
So
up for you, Reese.
Because I've been asking Mr. Larson to come on our show for some time before
Oh, yeah.
even the
you
movie
know
came
what
out.
happened?
For some
I
time
thought
now.
I had to come to the studio and all that stuff. So I was like, when, like, and it was like, then she finally was like, no, we do it over on the line. I was like, oh, okay. I
But
thought I had to like
before,
come on
it
a
used to
certain
be
day and
in the
all
studio.
that. So my bad. Just
No, well,
miscommunication.
me too, because you had to show up in person at Iverson Mall when I was doing the radio part. But since September the 6th, thanks to my producer Molly Mall, we were able to do it virtually. So when I was asking originally, yeah, you had to come to the studio.
Okay.
But now,
See, yeah, that makes
You
it a little
in
bit
LA.
more difficult because, at one point in time when I had my before my son totaled my car, I was working 3 jobs. So it was like, when do I have time? If I'm not asleep, I'm working. So it was really tough. So
wow,
no.
are you Jamaican? Only Island, West Indies to get the, you got many jobs? You 3 jobs and a dad.
I'm a borderline workaholic. That's what they say. Like my grandmother before she died, she used to beg me to stop working so hard. She say, don't be like me, baby. To work yourself till you ain't got no back no more like me. So, and I actually stopped working 2, 3 jobs for a while, and my mentor always said keep 3 streams of income coming in at all times. So I had to get back on that gravy train. I'm sorry. I got high hopes, and I got 2 kids, one on the way to college and one already in college. So
Wow.
money, 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 money.
My hat goes off to you. You're a dad, first of all. You're a man, a stand-up man, because you're making it do what it do for your family. My hats go off to you. You're
Thank you.
you grabbing the bull by his horn. You doing
Yeah.
what you're passionate about. I mean, again, you're an awesome individual, and like I tried to say, I tried to surround myself and build my house with awesome individual. Thank you, Blue Phoenix, for being you. Thank you, Molly Mall. Oh, he's a phenomenal photograph man too. What you call photographer? Did I say
Hey,
photograph?
we had to get up,
I
Mighty
do it
Mall.
all. Videography,
Might need you
anything with a
for a
camera.
film.
Yeah.
Might need you behind the camera for some movies with me, and we vice
That's
versa.
my specialty, man. That's what I do.
Okay, definitely, man. You never know. We always linking up and make the chain keep growing, bigger and bigger and bigger and better, bigger and stronger.
Definitely. So I love y'all, and I thank y'all from the
So,
bottom of my heart.
And we thank you.
thank you.
Always
And again, come on Saturday. I can't wait to see you guys all dressed and suited and booted and looking all elegant on the red carpet.
What?
Yes.
We promoting this all week, Reese Ree.
I've been promoting this since then.
I know, right? But we gotta show the trailer tomorrow. Remind to show the trailer so people can see it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube, look up Bum Her, or go on my page, Global Square Productions, and you can look at all the trailers of films upcoming and coming on the way.
And on the way. And will you come back to grace us, Mr. Lawson? Will you come
For
back
sure.
on the show? All right.
For sure.
Okay.
Just call me. Call me when you're ready for me, and I'm down for it. And now that I know I can actually do it before I go to work, it works out perfect.
See?
Yeah.
Hey.
I just gotta make sure I get plenty of sleep before. Or I'll do a whole lot of yawning on here. I'm not a morning person. I never like getting up early in my whole life.
Tune in tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, Mr. Lawson, as we're going to have Wellness Wednesday. And our guest for tomorrow's show is going to be Louisa Harrell, but the Blue Phoenix, Louisa, and Michelle Pucciarelli. And we talk about health, wealth, and all that stuff. Because it's Wellness Wednesday. And you know you got to have your mental and your finance, all that's health and wealth.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I got to drop some of this wealth weight. I gotta drop
wait a minute, did you just fluff your hair? No, he's showing off his
all that hair he got moving.
He did a Becky move. No, he didn't. Okay, Marley, show him your locks. Let your locks.
Yeah,
that lock can fit in the screen. I ain't there yet.
Yeah, man, they just got so long. I had to cut 12 inches off a whole foot. They started to hurt my neck.
Wow,
I get that long.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's been another conclusion of the show, y'all. Y'all tune in tomorrow. I thank you, Mr. Lawson, for the fantastic time.
Appreciate you, mama. y'all gotta come see. If any day y'all gotta come see Reese in the role that she played as Diesel's mom.
And look, we gave him the name on the spot. Look, and I can't forget my girl Misha. My hats go off to many hats go off to her. And you know, it's funny. I was talking to Molly today. I went to go shoot. I was like, I got to go shoot this scene. Misha's taking me. And they was like, okay, Reese. I said, do I look like somebody's mother? They was like, yes.
Oh my God. Y'all gotta see this movie. I'm trying to tell you, her son was being a whole pervert.
Oh,
her son was
okay.
a whole pervert. She bumped him out. Yo, get your butt upstairs and get this trash out of my house.
That's too much like real life, Weezy. Look, it was easy to step into that role. It was easy.
Oh my God, it was too funny.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Later.
Don't go nowhere.
Oh, don't go nowhere? Okay.